Hi everybody and welcome back. It's been a little bit since I did my last video. February's budget was just as bad as January's, and we also had a bereavement within the family, so took a bit of time out to deal with that, and I got paid this morning, so we're back with a video. Want to get March off to a really good start, so thank you for coming back to view another one of my videos. And it's going to be a bit of a mixture today, so I'm going to go through my budget for this week, I'm going to do a bit of cash stuffing, and I'm going to do a few savings challenges as well. So here we are, so we're in March, so I've just filled the whole thing out date wise, so the very end of February here, all the way through March in red, and then April here. It's just to kind of remind myself that we get paid kind of the end of the month, but then it is my week off the following week, so just have that in mind when I'm kind of doing my budgeting and stuff like that. So we had a christening on Sunday. I've got these stickers that I used to use in my Fox and Moon planner, little pound stickers. They're really cute, really shiny. I'm going to start using them for no spend days. So there was a no spend day yesterday, which we didn't really have a choice because we didn't get paid, so there was no money to spend, so it was a no spend day. Today probably will be something spent, as you know, kind of shopping or something like that. So I'm going to keep popping the stickers on and see how many we can get through the month. In terms of kind of what's going on this month, I get the child benefit on Monday next week. I've got a social event on the Sunday for my friend's birthday. At some point within this month, we will celebrate another family member's birthday. And then, of course, it's kind of prep for Easter here. So I'm sure there'll be bits and bobs kind of coming up throughout the month. So on to this week's budget. My salary, I'd already kind of allocated some of the money out, so that's already been deducted, and that's kind of covering kind of where we didn't quite get it to plan last month. So I've brought in £1,882.16, and I carried over £4, which are here in coins. So that's a total income for this week of £1,886.16. Because it's only the 28th of February, none of my major kind of bills have come out apart from council tax, because I send that directly over. I am going to switch to, you know, where you pay only 10 months, so that next year kind of there'll be 2 free months, which would be really helpful for the budget, especially because that will coincide with when I'm not in work. But the plan is that all the bills, once they've come out, will total £910.36, which obviously, based on the 1,900, left us with about £989.64. Obviously, I'll wait till all these come out to know the actual figure. Then in terms of expenses, I pay £5 to a charity each month. I've already sent the payment for dinner money for one of the kids, which is £12.50 a week. After school club money, I've not sent that yet, but I will do. Kids money, that's the pocket money. I've already topped up their GoHenry cards, so £20 has gone already on there. Gas and electric I will top up. Cash for week 1, 150, which is included in here. The kids, what they do is they do a mixture of normal after school club and sports. So I've booked them in for the sports for this term, and that totals £63.11. So I might not need the full 50 for after school club, but I'm just waiting for that to hit my tax-free childcare account. I've sent 60 over, so the government basically give you that 20% top up. So once that's done, I can send that payment over to the sports club and then see what I've got left over, and then obviously top up to meet the after school club need for this week. For this month. It's a short term, it's 5 weeks, so there won't be as much after school club as normal. So we'll see how we get on there. I am going to allocate myself £100 to get some bits and pieces for the baby. It's not got a great deal yet, so we do need to go out and do a bit of a shop, but I'm not going to cash stuff that. I will just put that in a Monzo pot, most likely, so then I can just pay with my Monzo card when I go out and spend, or potentially Chase, because I will get cash back on that. So I'll figure out that nearer the time. And then if you've watched one of my previous videos, you will know that I've been using this little scratch off, and I was due to make an order from Oxmail Studios with the lovely Jade, and I still hadn't got round to it, but I have done. So that was one of the first things that I did this morning, is make my order. And the order that I've made is for cash envelopes to go in my Saffiano, because the ones that I've been using, the zip ones, they're starting to kind of break and fall apart and things like that. So it's just 5 envelopes that will go in my Saffiano, so I will update you and let you know when I receive them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scratch off another one just so that we can see who the next shop is that I'm going to purchase from. So let's go diagonal for this one. So this challenge that I have here is from DD Louise Budgets, and that's who I've scratched off. I did tell her to make sure she put her shop on here because I wanted to make sure that I shopped with her. So she's the next person on my list. So I will be coming to you soon, DD, to make some more orders. So there we go. So if you head over to DD Louise Budgets on Etsy, you can purchase one of these, and you can choose what you put underneath the scratch offs. So you can select kind of shops that you know, maybe people that you support, or you can just ask her to do it and she'll just put random ones on. So yeah, it's definitely worthwhile doing. So I've only just made this order for Ox Studios, so I probably will do maybe the end of the month. I'll see if there's anything that I need for cash stuffing, and I will pop over to DD Louise Budgets. Okay, so that's one more thing done. So that's my Etsy spend at £12. So I'll have to rework this out because obviously it's a little bit more because I didn't factor these in originally. Then here is the money, total £282 that I'm going to put in savings challenges, which I will do shortly. And then here is the credit card payments. So I've already done it actually. I'm just waiting for the payment to clear. I have paid off Capital One. So that now, with a payment of £154.93, is cleared. So really happy with that. I'm not sure if there'll be any like residual charges or anything that might pop up, but obviously I can just use whatever kind of changes left in the budget to clear that. But yeah, that's Capital One completely paid. So my next target is my Vanquis. So this payment for this month is just the minimum at £28.12, and Lloyd's minimum is £61.22. Throughout the month, I aim to make some snowflake payments just to kind of add to that and just reduce the amount of interest I'm paying. So Capital One is gone, hooray. Obviously no more Klarna, which is also a huge bonus. And then Lloyd's will be my hardest one to tackle because that's got my biggest balance. So hopefully that all made sense to you. Hopefully you've got all that okay and you could see what I was talking about. So let's move on to stuffing some cash. Keep that to the side so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's get my binder out. Give it a bit of a shake. What I've done is I've put my weekly envelopes in here as well, just so that you can see kind of what I'm doing. So let's count how much cash we've got. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 240, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310, 320, 325, 330, and then the £4 that I carried over. So let's get this money back where it needs to be. And let's stuff some cash. Feels so good. It feels like I was waiting for this payday forever, even though it was a really short month. I just feel like because everything that kind of happened, it just didn't go and flow as well as, you know, hopefully it would do. So what I'll do is I'll leave my weeklies to last. And let's just stuff what we decided to stuff in our challenges. So this one, this is the I Am Savings Challenge from Budget Looks. Now this is not a cash stuffing challenge for me at the moment. This is my Vinted challenge. So what I'm doing is every time I make a sale on Vinted, I am colouring in a blue box to show how much money I've made. And then what I'm doing is I'm just colouring it in red when the money actually clears in my Vinted balance. So my aim is to make £120. We're doing quite well. I've got a lot more things to list. So we'll see how we get on. I have reduced a lot of my prices because I think some things weren't catching people's eyes, so I'm hoping that a couple of those will come through over this week. But like I say, I have got some more things that I'm going to stuff. So this is just for me to make a little note of kind of what I've sold. So I'll check in with you each video so you can see how well I'm doing. So we're not doing too bad so far. I think it's 33.50 I've made. So yeah, happy with that, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, so maternity is getting £100, but this is going directly into Chase. So let me get one of these beautiful placeholders from Iris Budgets that I won in a giveaway from Budgeting Bear. Yeah, so I'll pop that 100 in there. So that's going to go over in Chase. So that's 300 in maternity, which means I can colour in 4 of these hearts. There we go. So obviously, as you know, I'm having a baby soon, going on maternity. I've got total of about 7 more weeks in work, but in the middle of that, there's a break for the holidays, as you saw in my diary for this month. So that's maternity. So like I say, that's all virtually stuffed just because it's going to earn me some interest on my Chase account. Emergency is getting 30. 20, 30. So let's pop this out here. Oh, so there's 50 in the bank. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I've only got one 100 placeholder. So I'll just leave that like that for now until we can swap some around. And then we need to colour in 30 on here. Okay. So there's now 100 in emergency. So we're doing well, we're getting there slowly but surely. And hopefully this month will be a little bit more flexible with money, so I won't have to kind of hold back on cash stuffing. I'm hoping to be able to stuff a little bit more towards the end of the month. So that's 100 in there. Buffer is going to get 30. So let's pop this out here. So 20, 30. So that's 40 in total, and then I need to mark off 30 on here. So we'll be using a black Sharpie for this. So that's 20, 30. Yep, so that's 40 in total. So I do have an overdraft, which obviously every month is not going down because I need all the money that I can get elsewhere in the budget. But the idea of this buffer is that this can pay, when we've reached the target, this can go into my account, and it means that that will stay in there rather than being included as part of the monthly budget. So yep, that's the buffer. Nothing's going into self-care at the moment. Okay, on to Christmas. So I am using this beautiful challenge from Abundant Budgets, and I am guessing that this is right based on the videos that I've seen, but I'm going to add 30 to Christmas. So I'm going to scratch off these 2. Wait so you can see that. There we go. You've got to scratch it all off. I mean, it's criminal to not do that. So there we go. So let's bring this back. So that's £30 going into Christmas. So there's 20 in there already. So that's 50 in total. So once I've completed this challenge, which is for £100, then I will probably leave Christmas for a while. But I just wanted to get a head start on it and just get this challenge done. So Christmas will probably kind of go to the back of my priorities, and I will continue to cash stuff the others, but it just means that it's a bit of a head start on Christmas. I would never in a million years have had any money put away for Christmas before, so it's really great. So we'll scratch off the next couple on here. I also have this lovely challenge, the 1 calendar moon challenge. I'm not doing that this week, but I will start to bring this in, and I will decide which sinking fund this is going to go towards nearer the time. Okay, so that's Christmas done. Holidays is not getting anything. Birthdays is going to get 20. So there's already 20 in there, so there's another 20, that's 40. So I'll colour these balloons in quickly. There we go. So this is for the kids' birthdays, which are later on in the year. And I want to kind of complete this challenge. My birthday this year, I will be due to have a baby anytime. So I'm not going to probably do anything for my birthday this year. So I'm just going to focus on the kids coming later this year. So that's £40 in birthdays so far. And then I'm doing the Save 2000 challenge. And there's 40 in there from last time, and we have said this time we are going to put 60 in. What I'm going to try and do is do the £60 at the beginning of each month, because realistically, throughout the month, I'm not going to have £60 to be able to stuff. So again, that is another £100. Definitely think I'm going to need some placeholders soon. For some of these, but yeah, it's just so good to actually have some cash in these wallets, and hopefully not have to come back to them. So that is all the ones in here. Just quickly before I do my weekly envelopes, just move that to one side for a moment. Turn it that way. We are going to do the next number on our envelope challenge. So the next envelope we have here is envelope number 12. So we have got 10 going in there, and we have got 2 of the coins that we carried over. Again, this is another one that I want to kind of persevere with, try and get as much done as possible, because once they're in that envelope, you know, I don't even think about it. So let me get my Sharpie. I did promise that I would do this last time and I didn't, so that was last week's. And then this is this week. So that now means there is £78 in the envelope challenge, which is good. So we'll keep going. That's the only one we're going to do today, but we'll see how we get on with stuffing any more the rest of this month. Okay, so back to the binder and onto the cash envelopes. Now, I did have a cheat sheet for this and I don't know where I put it. So I am winging it a little bit. So we're going to see how we get on. So we're going to skip through to social. And my intention for social was to put £30 in. So we've got 20, 5 and £5 coins. Okay, but I'm finally giving in and I am introducing a dice challenge. This one is from Budget with Ira, but again, I won this in the Budgeting Bears giveaway. And the idea is just to have another form of saving up. Everybody, you know, well, not everybody, but a lot of people I watch use this. Budget with Kerry, she's completed it. There's a few others. And yeah, it's just going to save little bits here and there without me really realising. So I'm going to roll the dice and see what we're going to take out of a social budget. 1. Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to put £1 in here. I think most people tend to do this on the envelope, don't they? So I'll do that too. So there we go. Only 1, which is great for me anyway. Like I say, I do have some social stuff coming up this weekend, so it's worthwhile having some money in there. So it means we've got 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 in social for this week, and £1 in there. So petrol, my work kind of pattern at the moment, I'm still working full time, but I'm not travelling anywhere near as much. So I don't need as much petrol as usual, but we're very low on fuel. So we are going to cash stuff £50 in there. So that's £50 going into petrol. For this week, so we'll see how we get on, and then that leaves food shops. So how much have we got left? 20, 40, 60, 70 and that 2. So the £72 going in this weekly's food shop. What we normally do food shopping, which is why I don't budget too much for it, is my husband does a lot of cooking, but he goes to like a different shop than I would. So he normally goes and does his shop. I do a little bit of a shop for me, and then it just means that overall we've got enough food in the house for that week or that 2 weeks or however we do it. But that's just kind of how we work our food shopping. So that's why I don't have a consistent food shop budget. It will depend on kind of who's cooked, what we've run out of. We've got 2 kids that eat us out of house and home. So again, yeah, that's what it is. So there we go. So we're all stuffed. We've got our weeklies ready for this week ahead. We have got kind of our challenges ongoing with Vinted, so I'll keep you updated on that. I don't think I've missed anything. So thank you so much for tuning into my video. I will try and do another cash stuffing for week 2, probably on Sunday, I'm thinking, maybe Sunday evening. So it's a little bit of a short week, so we're already on Tuesday, but we're going to see if we can get any no spend days in this week, and then we will go from there. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to hopefully having a much more successful month in March than I did in February. So thank you so much for your time, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.